What's the biggest difference between you now and 10 years ago? I'm no longer trying to please people by being like them. I'm finally setting boundaries and pursuing my own passions, meeting new people and enjoying life as it's found.
I'm far more sure of who I am nowadays. I don't get crippling social anxiety like I used to back then.
10 years ago, I had a brain tumor in my head that I was going through chemo for. Now I'm 10 years cancer-free.
I weigh 1/3 what I weighed back then, 0.585 pounds down to 196 now. Before after photos and healthy eating now Reddit.
What are some things American people do that instantly tell you that they're American? I asked for a refill of Coke on vacation at a restaurant in Australia. They said I've got to be American and had a good laugh. A lot of weirdly specific answers here. Be named Greg and not shut the front door when they go outside even though you have specifically told them to keep the door closed because the cat will escape. Extremely extroverted and talkative. I've lived in Germany for 14 years and I've never seen strangers talk really. When I went to America everyone was so nice and talkative. It was a nice but strange experience. I'm from State Edit y'all, I don't know much about the American system. I'm also not European and don't know much about Europe. Most Americans I meet are some of the friendliest, polite people. That being said, they are unmistakably loud and oversharing of personal details. Also they should know that the customer is not always right, that service industry jobs are respectable occupations, and asking for ketchup is a dead giveaway. Honestly all the American I saw in my town were particularly cheerful and enthusiasts about things we take for granted. Like walking in a 1,000-years-old street. I also find them very expansive about their feelings. They don't hesitate to say oh this guy is so funny, man, smiley face, in public. Whereas in Europe I have the impression that we have lost the habit of communicating together in public. Can I get some ranch for my fries? Attempt British accents when you say you're British. All the ladies in Ireland said you talk so loudly my darling. Assume everyone on the internet is American. As soon as you say you are British they hit you with the can I have a bowl o' water. I love how we are evenly considered overly polite and loud assholes. You can tell who in this thread has actually met Americans and who only knows them from internet stereotypes. I'm an American when my family and I went to Ireland. Every person we met wearing a shirt that just said Ireland on it was an American. Whenever they start calling you Democrat Republican for something unrelated to their politics, talk loudly and add large amount of ice to their cold drinks. Talking on the internet about laws and rules like it was exactly the same everywhere in the world. LMFAO. If they choose to walk to the hospital after being mortally wounded, measure everything in eagles per square foot. Show up wearing a hoof-farted t-shirt. Drink root beer. Eat peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Whenever two of us touch our power rings together and sing the Star-Spangled Banner, George Washington materialize out of thin air only he's wearing robotic battle armor and has a cybernetic brain.